I'm very sorry, but your anchor chain is right on our anchor.
You came in for more, but it's more than you can mind. And in all that's rotten, you're ready to ignite.
Radio check. Radio check.
Last time on sailing the Vagabonde, you were caught in the rain with us, as we headed south from Bonifacio to the north of Sardinia. We were sailing to a tiny fishing port to pick up our patrons James and Destiny, who had come to join us for a few days of sailing. Once we got the crew together, the idea was to continue on east to a bunch of secret islands called La Maddalena.
Just hold on to fire.
I'm nervous already.
Shouldn't be fair. Beautiful, Elayna. This is going to be so easy. It couldn't be better. That's it.
Thank you.
Well, I'm really glad I didn't stuff that one up. We had a whole audience just then of old dudes just chilling. It was great. I wish I could speak Italian with them. Got a few pregos from the old guys. One old man just could not believe that I was driving the boat. He just kept staring like we're just...
Hey.
It was really funny. Okay, so name, date of birth, where are you from? What brings you to the Vagabonde?
That's my one.
Destiny Freiberg. I'm from Hearne, Montana, and we've always dreamt of sailing.
I'm James Gardner from Montana. We were lucky enough to get invited aboard. Went home and I checked my mail on the way back to work and I got my package. I think that time I just got a letter. That was pretty cool. And a couple of coasters and a sticker. During the day I got an email saying there was a new episode and sat down in my favorite chair and watched the episode. And I got to the end and I heard my name. So it was like the best patron day ever.
Yeah.
James, I'd like to hear about the make of boat that you put an offering on.
Oh, it's I think it's an 86 Vagabonde.
Yeah.
And it looks like an old pirate
Pretty
ship.
interesting.
And I guess it's never been in salt water. We haven't seen it yet, but we're gonna go look at it hopefully in about 3 weeks or a month. Check it out.
Now that you've met these two lovely humans, let's skip back to the incident leading up to our departure. We'd gotten one of the 20-odd mooring lines stuck around our prop. Shouldn't have put it in forwards, but I should have checked for ropes first.
Oh no, that's my fault. I might have to jump in, or he might jump in. Won't be the last time I do that.
Well, a bit of a false start there. Weren't expecting that, but yeah. We got tailwinds today, pretty strong winds, but it should be nice going downwind. And the sun's out for now. I'm pretty sure it's going to rain. That is my weather report to you today.
As we were leaving the port, the pilot dude that's like in charge of making sure the ferry leaves properly came over and he was like, get out of there, because we turned around and we were going to hoist the main in the ferry dock. We didn't realise that the ferry had actually fired up its engines and was going to gun us down, so he got us out the way and we just hoisted the main outside, but it looked like it was going to chase us down for a bit there. Elayna was scared. I want you to slowly let out on that, and I'm going to be pulling in on this one. A little bit more. A little bit more. Actually, we're going to go right to the end.
Beautiful.
The Strait of Bonifacio, this channel that we're sailing in, is notorious amongst sailors for its weather, currents, shoals and other obstacles.
The waves has just started to get a lot bigger. We had one or two over the bow. Water came in through this hatch here on my laptop. Only a little bit. It's good fun. Whoa! It's impossible to concentrate. Daniel and I are on camera duty.
This is awesome. How's it go, guys?
Great.
Pretty intense waves, yeah? Pretty awesome.
Because we were in quite shallow water, it started to get a little rough, and despite James's awesome, it was getting so rough that we actually needed to seek shelter for the night somewhere nearby. We would depart for La Maddalena on the morrow. How much is one night?
One down.
How much does it cost?
Parli con la capitaneria. 12. 1, 2. Con capitaneria.
I'm so upset about this. That even the place that I'm thinking of going, they're saying that swell from the northwest, which is where it is, or winds from the northwest brings swelling. So if we go, look at this one.
Oh.
And it's only 5 miles away. So let's just motor there, spend $10 of fuel and save ourselves a fortune.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, I'm heading back out.
Okay.
We are just not getting our pants pulled down like that. We're not going to pay €160 for one night. Forgot how expensive Europe was. So yeah, we are going around the corner to an anchorage. Hopefully it's very protected. We think it will be, but you never know.
Things we see often drift by our eyes too fast. The things we hear flow through our ears but never last. So let's take hold of these chapters to our lives. But I'm not saying that I want to slow down. No, I'm not saying that I want to slow down. Darling, can we take a moment?
Once again, everyone's asleep. Falls to the captain to go and dive on the anchor, and it is cold and windy and miserable, but someone's got to do it.
Before the darkness steals the light, let's sit back and watch the world go around. I'm getting tired of always rushing around. Clouds start to whisper over the reddening sun. As the days growing short.
Over the next few days we will be visiting an archipelago of islands just above Sardinia called La Maddalena. It's a national park, so it's quite protected. And we got some serious wind today. We're beating into it right now, and then we're going to go with it for the rest of the way. But yeah, it's pretty hectic. We just had to take a reef.
There's this beautiful beach here, which apparently we're not allowed to visit anymore, called Pink Beach.
Pink Beach has got like
I see that in the.
Have you really?
Yeah, when I was Googling where we were going.
Yeah, so it's famous.
According to Rod Heichel, but maybe we can visit it on foot, but maybe you're not allowed to anchor there or something.
You definitely can't anchor there, it's buoyed off. It says in the book, maybe we can walk there. Exactly.
I've never heard of a bit of land that's banned unless it's like a military zone or something.
And why would they want to not let you go there. It's just a beach.
Yeah.
As long as you don't.
And it would bring tourism. We're going.
Yeah.
We're going to Pink Beach.
Walk there.
Consisting of 7 main islands and numerous other small islets, we're excited to drop anchor in a place that was, during the Napoleonic Wars, the base for Lord Admiral Nelson's fleet in his actions against the French. Now, I might have just been reading too much Patrick O'Brien, but you could tell straight away how perfect this archipelago would have been for that operation.
This is cool, hey? Hello. So we just asked the guy selling shells how to get to Pink Beach, and he said it's basically impossible. It takes an hour and you have to walk through sticks because there's no path. Ow! No pathway. And I'm telling you, that would hurt. Seriously? I'm gonna take the dinghy.
Yeah, go for it, guys.
So we just got here and there's a sign that says no swimming, do not walk on the sands, do not remove anything from the beach. So we can't swim. And it's not pink. It is beautiful though.
It's like a little bit of pink.
It ended up being quite the mission to find Pink Beach. That was in fact not very pink at all. But after a tiny bit of research, we found out that the slight tinge of pink we saw came from a pink microorganism that inhabits the ground by water and wind. Over the years, the anchoring of boats and the disturbance of people bathing and walking the beach had agitated its growth. So new regulations were put into place which will hopefully allow the little pink organisms to make a comeback and the beach to be colourful again. A counselling session or hypnosis? Unsure. Both. Riley really loves teaching freediving. Every time we get a guest, he's always out there. It's great. I'm just going to go check on the anchor because another person came in and it looks like they've put the anchor right on top of ours, so I'm going to go suss it out. Hey there. Hi. I'm very sorry, but your anchor chain is right on our anchor. You need to pick up your anchor and move 30 meters this way because tonight the wind is picking up, and if your anchor moves, our anchor, we're gone. Okay. If it's like, I'm sorry, if it's okay, you just move maybe 20 meters just closer to the catamaran. Okay. Yeah, okay. I knew something was up. They anchored 5 meters directly in front of our anchor. If the wind had swung around, it would have probably pulled our anchor out overnight, and we would end up on those rocks over there. Like Cunningham the First. It's been a really good day. Riley's outside doing workout. Destiny and James are having a sleep. They're pretty jet lagged still. And Troy is doing some work on the laptop. And I'm thinking about what we're gonna have for dinner. It's pretty hard feeding 5 people because, I don't know, it's just such a big event. It's not like we don't have the food, it's just how we eat so randomly usually, just us three on the boat, and when there's other people I feel like we have to make like a proper meal, so it was fun. I enjoy cooking.
You picked a house near the railway, so that at a minute's notice you could pack your belongings and leave on the fly. You put your bed near the window. You told me that you liked it. Said the traffic noise was calming. Let you know someone's there. Is that rain?
Thanks for watching. Next time we get upside down in a secluded anchorage and mission it to the main town of La Maddalena.
Above us the sky is clear. And evening draws.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. This is all candy.
We say goodbye to our friends and welcome on board new ones.
We'll send out our ghosts to play and tell them to stay. You took the blinds down from the windows. Said if anyone was looking, they would surely send a message.